Well, welcome back. Scrooge here.
Well, welcome to episode 21, where we hike from the middle of nowhere, almost in sight of Tehachipi.
Smart decision was made today, at least so far. See how many other stupid predicaments we can get in here in a minute. Once again, thanks for hiking with Scrooge today. Let's get going.
It's going to be a great day to be alive.
Day 40. Been at this 40 days. Thanks for coming along today. We got an easier day planned. Hopefully get up to Landers Meadow and relax for a couple hours and go find a stream to get our feet clean in, and then head down to a campsite close by. Definitely under 10 today, so time to rest a little bit. I think we're over the hump getting into Tehachipi, and we got one full long day the last day, but I think we're going to be okay. Beautiful day today. The sun's out, starting to warm up a little bit, but pleasant night last night, and it's all good. See you down trail. The morning view is again spectacular. We've got to get to the top of the hill up here and maybe down to the meadow. It's about the same as it was yesterday, but a little fresher in the beginning of the day. All right, who knows, we might be close to the top here, but there's always something higher. And then there's stuff with snow on it. Not sure if we're going up there later today. Heading into the land of Jeffrey pines, and at the bottom down here is the turnoff to the meadow. Definitely has a southern Sierra feel to it. You can see up on the mountains the snow is on the north slopes. The south slopes are all dry because they get more sunlight. But awfully pretty around here. Scrub oak and these tall Jeffrey pines. There's a little bit of fire in here, but probably didn't affect them. A very pleasant morning, walking among the Jeffrey pine and pinyon pine here, the sagebrush. Nice and quiet today. Doesn't really look like we're done with snow yet, but not sure if we're going to get into it today. We'll see. More of the same nice Jeffrey pines. Nice breezy day, not too hot, not perfect. Got about 4 miles to go to get to the spring. Decided to extend our day a little bit, but that'll make tomorrow less. And the next day less. Well, we're done for the day. About 8 miles in, that today was going to be a short day. And I'm going to set up right here behind me. Little stream right here, but this is an established spot, so I'm going to get set up and relax. Maybe soak the feet. Yay. walking the feet. We've got about 48 miles from Walker Pass, and a ways, about 22, 17, 39 miles or so to Tehachipi, Highway 58. Did that in 3 days. The last day will be about 17, 16.7, somewhere in there. Anyway, nice day. Didn't overdo today. We got out late, purposely. It was dirty today. Got to clean up. Anyway, we got most of the hill work done now. So tomorrow's just going to be kind of cruisy. We got to go get over the snowbank up here somehow. But we're in a nice spot tonight, surrounded with Jeffrey pine trees and this little snag here of stream I'll show you around here in a minute. But thought I'd get my feet kind of unswollen. It's good to do this, even at the end of the day when the water's really cold under your feet and it's cooling down. So I'm gonna go make dinner and have a good night. So we're doing okay out here. The battery bank is slowly dying, but other than that, we may find some more battery at Jackrabbit Spring or whatever. There's supposed to be a cache up there. So, but the caches have saved us so far, and today we had plenty of water and springs and streams, and unlike the first 3 days out here. So, but I think we're starting to make the decision here to go to Idyllwild next week, but we're going to need at least a rest day before a travel day, because I don't know, there might be other harder parts of the PCT, but this is pretty tough out here between Walker Pass and Tehachipi, or the other way. Either way is just steep, hot, hard. Even the plants reach out and grab you every now and then. I got a new rip in my pants from some sagebrush that just decided it needed attention. So, oh well. Yeah, tomorrow we got about another 11 the day after that, and then we'll get into town and figure out another thing to do and do it all over. Anyway, thanks for coming. Thanks for supporting me. I really appreciate it. One of the things I'll do tonight when I'm done with this is think about, this is day 40, so I owe you some answers to some questions. So I'll throw that at the end of the video, and starting with, I think we were walking on Cottonwood Creek after the long walk on the aqueduct on day 30. So we'll go from there, and the snowstorm at Tehachipi and all of that. But have a good night, and be safe, and have a root beer float for me. I really like one. Good night. All right. The fourth set of questions that I'll answer, same as last week's questions, but different answers. What have I learned in the last 10 days? 10 days ago, we were walking over the California aqueduct to a nice little river on a not so hot day. But after we got pretty much to Tehachipi, everybody kind of, had to do their own thing, including me. And, the whole idea of going up there was to hike in the desert and get the desert section done before it got too hot. And that's what we've been doing. Other people kind of decided something else and different, but I'm glad I did that, So out of that, I've learned to hike my own hike. And even if everybody has to go home or leave or doesn't want to go to the snow or do whatever, if that's what I want to do, that's what I'm going to do. And hard to leave people behind sometimes, but it's not selfish. You come into this with an idea, and everybody's kind of hiking their own hike and their own plans. So, we meet up later. I've seen a couple of people 3 or 4 different places, different times on the trail. So, you do see them, but it's your own hike, and you have to kind of live with the decisions you make. So I've learned really to hike my own hike in the last 10 days. Question number 2 has to do with what were the highs and lows of the last 10 days. The lows probably just saying goodbye to people that were in our trail family, were with us a while, and they're done with their section or the part that they wanted to do, or they decided to go back and do a different part of the trail, and that's always hard. And so that's kind of sad, but we've also made some new friends. One of the highs, I guess, was the day we came into Tehachipi. The day before on Tyler Horse Canyon, I was just dead, and I barely made it up halfway up the hill, and I just spent the night by myself with barely any water and food, and I just was out of water and out of food when I got to the top of the hill, and luckily there was a cache of food and water up there, and that really saved my butt. And that was kind of a high for the week, because if that wasn't there, I don't know what I would have done. I would have had to kind of beg, borrow, and not steal, but beg, borrow food, and you don't really want to do that. So, but by the end of the day, it was all good. We're sitting in a motel and, nice fancy Italian restaurant and having a good meal. But the day before, breakfast that morning, not so good. That's the highs and the lows. Question number 3, what changes have I seen in the people around the trail this week or the last 10 days? The people seem really figured out what they're going to do, and they're more motivated, and they're just kind of dialed into the every day of what they're doing. They're not, not second guessing their decisions. They're just doing it. The trail is hard up here by Walker Pass, between Tehachipi and Walker Pass. That's the hardest bit of trail I think I've ever been on. And the weather's not even that hot, but the lack of water and terrain and things like that are just quite difficult. But we're getting it done. For the next 10 days, what do I hope to improve on? The last 10 days, I hope to kind of embrace the suck, and I really have. It's been difficult, but we've just motored along, and stuff happens. Packs break. My tent got ripped. I had to fix it, and I still got more to do. Next week, we got more changes coming up. We got going into Tehachipi again on Tuesday, and I don't know when we're leaving there or really where we're going exactly or what we're doing. So to embrace change and hopefully, be pleased with the decision and want to get done with as much Southern California as possible. It's safe to do. So just to embrace the change, because we know we can embrace the suck. But there's a lot more to do down here. So thanks for watching. To all family and friends, I'm doing okay, really. It's hard, but I'm not really dinged up. Things hurt, things ache, but that's just kind of the way it is. That's just part of being on trail. So don't worry. If things go awry, I know what to do. And I got good people around me, and we watch out for each other and make sure we're doing okay every day. Water is the primary, fuel for us. And then after that, staying in the shade as much as possible, get enough rest, and stay healthy. So we're trying that, and everybody else out here is trying that. Everybody's kind of keeping an eye on everybody. It's kind of a neat feeling. And the trail angels keep it real. Anyway, take care, have a good night, and we'll see you tomorrow. Good morning. On day 41, we're heading out of our little spot here and heading about 11 miles south. A couple of water stops today, and doesn't look to be too bad of a day. Here in the Jeffrey Pines, and probably start dropping in elevation. Today and tomorrow will be pretty easy, and then we got a long day into Tehachipi on Tuesday. Today's Sunday. So we'll get going. Thanks for coming today. Hope you have a peaceful day.
Where you put them, it's not super solid.
Morning obstacle course.
Oh boy, this could hurt.
Let me get into a little bit of a fire disrupted area. As we get into the lower elevations here. Still quite pretty. Oaks are, look like they're being attacked by, look at that beetles up here. Alright, we made it down to the turn off to the spring. Hopefully it's not too far down here. We'll see. Somebody has routed our little spring down here to come out of a pipe, which is a little handier. Little grand fir here, or white fir, sorry, little white fir. Kind of flattened needles with a round scar, and getting a little lower in elevation. And oaks, and I haven't seen any pinyon pines in a while, but I think they're getting replaced by these little fir trees. I just saw Moose and her hiking companion. Stephanie, so I learned her name on the bus coming to Campo. Good to see somebody in that group, because the other two are way in front of me. Maybe Henrik might be coming up. Ooh, fungus. Interesting fungus down here. Orange. What's the miner's lettuce? Which means we're in a wet area. Yeah, we're just going to go all day and hopefully wind up down where we can see our other hiking companion. Some days it's gushing, and some days that's all you get, but it's better than nothing. And some days you just get blow down hell. Well, this goes on for a while. Sometimes it's not too bad, and sometimes it is. Get it? Very good. This is not good, no matter how you look at it. Well, we're out of the blowdown area and topped the mountain. Not before one of them tripped me, but sometimes that happens and you just go in face first. Nothing broke. No blood, lost a little pride, but that's okay. Afternoon view, we now are getting back into wind turbine area. Not a lot of movement today, not a lot of breeze out today. So now we're going to start heading toward our campsite in about 4 miles. These trees that are covered with this, what looks like fine orange powder, I don't believe they're lichens, I believe it
is actually a green algae that has a red and orange pigment inside of it that masks its green color. For years it was thought it was a red algae, but it's been reclassified as a green algae technically, so it doesn't hurt the tree at all. but it simply just lives its life on the tree bark, gathering a little moisture as it runs down the tree.
Good morning, day 42. Just coming back from getting water, 9/10 or so away from camp. So a little bit down a hill, back up a hill, and we'll get ready to go today. So we can get camped and get up and get into Tehachipi tomorrow. Up and down again today, about 11.5 miles or so, once we get back to camp. We'll see you down the trail. Morning perspective. We had about a 400-foot climb in the first mile. Kind of tired from the water carry still. Now we get to go downhill pretty quick. At the top of the hill and the wind has picked up. I'm not sure, this guy just needs some motivation or something. Everybody else is going, he's just going very slowly. I don't know, maybe the wind's a thing.
And if you make it to St. Louis, folks, stop by on the other side. I'll see you.
It's a mosquito hot day. I guess they're out having a good time. Well, the afternoon view is nice now that we're on this side of the mountain. There's no more little whirligigs out. And Justin and Johanna saw their first rattlesnake. They were behind me, so I missed it. So we'll just keep our eyes peeled. It's warming up, so these guys can be coming out. They're very cool. Top predator around here. The snake world, anyway. The other cool thing that just happened while I was charging my phone is I ran across a little trickle of a stream. And on a hot day, when you got a 13-mile water carry, to find a little bonus stream during your day in the middle of it is like a little present. So I stopped and got my hair wet and cooled off and filled up both bottles and filled up my CNOC, and a little scummy, but you know, that's what the Sawyer filter does. It filters all that stuff out and all the little protozoans and other little gizmos in there that make you sick. So now I've got all kinds of water for the rest of the day and feeling like I might even be able to go on, considering we started the morning carrying water down, or going to get water 9/10 of a mile down a road. That was barely a road, and then back up, very steep. Tough way to start your day, but not enough water now. Anyway, better watch where I'm going or I'll trip again. So we'll see you up here at the top of the hill. We're starting to see some more low elevation plants. The yuccas are back today. The Jeffrey pines are less and less, and pinyon pines are less and less. We got some cool rocks up here. Some interesting other things, but gotta kind of pay attention. But a neat little part of the trail. Ow, just got stabbed by a yucca. The thistles are coming out. They're not flowering yet, but next week, maybe. I'll keep an eye on them. And the butterflies are having a good day, and so are the lizards. Quick little guys. A lot of little chipmunks out today too. Haven't been able to film one, but pretty neat along these cypress up here. Show you around the canyon. We're gonna head over and down in a minute to where we're going. Then we're going way over there. You can see them walking in the level part of the trail. That's kind of nice. Head around there right now. See you down the trail. Mr. Lizard there keeping a close eye on me. Hello. How's your day going? You look pretty happy. Yeah. You go have a good day. I'm gonna do push-ups. Ain't cool. What your water bottle looks like after about 40 days, 40 plus days. Can't remember if I got a new one in somewhere, but anyway, this is full of cold coffee now. The afternoon snack. Espresso Love, goo. Gotta love it. It'll get me up this next 1.6 miles to where we're going tonight. Hopefully we're not going any farther, but I suppose we could. We got 17.1 to go tomorrow. That's going to be hard, but we got food and comfy bed and hot water waiting when we get there, so it's all right. Before I forget, happy Earth Day, everybody. Great to be out in the earth today. A lot of critters out. The bugs have come out today. That's what I've noticed. We got all the little no-see-ums and a lot of little guys just buzzing around. But happy Passover for all of those who celebrate Passover. All right, time to get going. Well, I've been looking ahead here at my next part of my journey, sipping on cold instant coffee, which, man, and when there's nothing else left, I guess you got to do it. So, made plans. Share them probably tomorrow once we get things figured out. But I think we're going to be going south again and might skip Fuller Ridge like our friends Scooby and Neener did the other day. But I'd be going back to Idyllwild and plan a week down there and get over to I-10 and San Gorgonio Pass, and then figure out how to do the next little section to Big Bear. Might have to road walk part of that. Trail's in bad shape there. And then from Big Bear over to Wrightwood. Might need some long gaiters. A little snowy there. That's what the trail's about. Hiking your own hike, doing your thing, letting other people do their thing, and meeting up later, swapping stories. So might take a little while. I had an offer to stay at a cabin in Idyllwild yesterday, so it may take that up. A little cheaper and a little nicer than staying in the park, or even where I did last time. It was way more expensive than I'd like to pay, but we'll see. You know, all things tend to work out in this adventure. But got about 1.5 miles to go today. It's not going to walk itself, so got to do that and then figure out, you know, we're going to stay there and get organized for tomorrow, or mosey down the trail a little bit. We got 16.7 miles, it turns out, after rechecking, to get down to the overpass where we started last Monday. I hiked a little 8-mile section over to Tehachipi Sparrow Creek Road. Anyway, we're going to get picked up there by somebody and then take it back into town. We'll spend tomorrow night and probably Wednesday, and then figure out how to get to Idyllwild. see how we're going to do that. Unless I have a better offer. I've procrastinated long enough. I got to go. See you at camp. That's one of those big propellers, about 400 feet tall. But we've made it to the road, and instead of going up there, we're going to turn left here and head to the spring that we've been working towards all day. It's up and over this little hill here, I hope. Huh. Well, this sign is a little outdated, but that's okay. Guess all this was put in between 2020 and 2021. Anyway, wasn't a sign on the other side, but we'll just keep going. I wonder if the wind turbine generators freak out the animals with their shadow. It's kind of weird. You can kind of hear the wind whooshing through the blades, but kind of a weird shadow, like some large predators flying over. I'm out over there, and sometimes you look around and all you have as a trail marker is this. And so we're going to go this way and see where we end up. The official water stop before I go get water out of the pipe, which looks like kind of a Zen experiment. You'll notice all kinds of interesting little critters in here. And it looks pretty iffy, but you know, it's what I filtered this afternoon. I may just go with dipping in and not too many. We'll see how many critters are in it, and then we'll go from there. But it's very pretty, and somewhere up there there's a spring, and this is probably good water, even though we have to filter it. But let me just maybe filter it the quick way and see how that goes. Well, we made it in from the questionable water stop to the end of day 42 here, up on the top of the ridge. We got 14 miles to get in tomorrow, so that won't be as hard. We're at lower elevation. It's going to be a warmer night. That's good. I don't have to get up in the morning and go get water. I got 6 liters with me, minus a liter or so for dinner. And this time tomorrow night, we'll be rested and showered. Maybe not shaved, but showered. And clothes will be in the laundry. They're kind of a mess. So anyway, shouldn't take us more 8 hours to get off this hill, 9 at the most. So I can kind of see where we're going. It's all downhill now, almost. So thanks for watching today. A couple of firsts today. Saw a couple of new flowers. Saw a rattlesnake. I didn't. They did. And yeah, it's a pretty good day. CNOC did its job. Got water for tomorrow. And the ever so vigilant whirligigs are still going, even though it's not that windy tonight. So we'll keep it. Anyway, thanks for coming today. Tomorrow we'll be in Tehachipi again, and then we'll see how the announcement goes. Have a good night. Get some rest. See you tomorrow.
Traveling around the world, my feet will tell me where to go. I'm not afraid to step outside and see the world for what it is. No, spending all my time with people that I barely know.